back to another video where this time you get to witness me being sore for an entire month.
Oh, my body hurts. Oh,
My back hurt. What the hell? It was a rough and tumble month, let me just say that. But I've come out stronger than ever and I'm excited to show you my conclusion. So let's get started. So I started with Austin Dunham, who might actually be the first person I saw on YouTube doing calisthenics. Fitting start, right? Since then, the channel's evolved a bit and I've learned how to get more women at the gym, pick up more women at the gym, and be more attractive to women at the gym. Jokes aside, I found his calisthenic workout super helpful over the years, so I had to include him in this video. The first workout that I did of his was a 10-minute pull-up bar follow along at home workout. He talks you through the workout as he does it himself and uses the rest times to show you what exercise is coming up next. He was working hard, breathing hard, made me feel a little bit better about the fact that I was dying. On the very last set, he even had to rest a bit, which was very relatable. Okay, I'm sitting on my knees right here. I gotta move. They hurt. Anyways, what was I saying? You know, very different from the kinds of videos where someone takes you through an absolute grind of a workout and still ends it with perfect hair. Going into this video, I was a little bit worried that I would end up just doing 100 pull-ups every workout, but that wasn't the case, at least for this one. There were scapula pull-ups, full range of motion pull-ups with varying grips, as well as different kinds of static holds at different positions of the pull-up. It was really balanced. I felt like I trained the top part of the pull-up just as much as I trained the bottom part of the pull-up with a good mix of static and dynamic drills. Plus, it was only 10 minutes long, so I didn't get bored.
High. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Medium. High. I'm feeling that one the last, guys.
After I did this first workout, I was so sore. So sore, it took me like 4 days to recover. When I did the same kind of video for handstands and handstand press, I could do the workout every single day and it wasn't a problem. This was not the case for these pull-up workouts. This first workout with Austin made me the most sore, more so than any other workout, but I'm pretty sure that's less about the particulars of the workout and more so just because I wasn't used to the volume. I waited 4 days before I tried the workout again because my body was so sore, and even though my muscles didn't hurt anymore, when I tried it for the second time, it was more difficult. So I think my body hadn't fully recovered yet. For my third workout on Austin Dunham week, I tried a different kind of video, which was coincidentally doing 100 pull-ups. I was a little bit worried that I would end up just doing 100 pull-ups every workout. The idea is that you pick 3 different variations of pull-ups and do 33 of each, breaking each set into 11 reps. Now, I definitely can't do sets of 11 pull-ups. Before I did any of Austin's videos, I tested my max pull-ups and the most I could do was check-in number 1. Okay, friends, we're going back in time here to witness my starting strength because I can't just tell you the results of my first check-in, you know, because that'd be no fun. You gotta watch the footage, see the blood, sweat, and tears as determination meets triumph, or, you know, whatever other cinematic stuff that makes a video more interesting. Okay, we're 4 in right now, slowing down a bit. The reps are definitely not going as fast, but the question is, oh, she goes, here she goes, she's going, and she makes it, woo, and the crowd goes wild. She's not out of the game yet, though, hanging on, looks like she might have another rep in her. Will she, oh, here she goes, she's pulling out, nope, didn't make it. I decided to go for 50 in total, doing 3 sets of 5 for 2 exercises, and 4 sets of 5 for 1. Even though I broke the total pull-ups in half, going 100 to 50, it still sounds like a lot of pull-ups, right? I actually remember CalisthenicMovement had a video very similar to this. Actually, it was pretty much the exact same concept, but for chin-ups, but for push-ups. And I've done that quite a few times. So I knew that even though 100 or 50 pull-ups sounds like a lot, when you break it down into manageable chunks, it's actually not so bad. Especially if you choose different variations of the exercise that use different muscle groups. So it doesn't feel quite as taxing. By the time I tried this workout, I was fully recovered from the previous workouts, but the volume of pull-ups was still rough. By the end, I had the craziest pump in my forearms and my hands were absolutely dead. Foreshadowing for a good month. After Austin's week, I did my second check-in where I got to 5 pull-ups faster than I did on my first week and even was able to crank out a 6th rep before I crapped out at the very beginning of my 7th. happy about the improvement. I've tested out Gabo's handstand tutorials in a different video of mine, and I'm well aware of how good his calisthenic workouts are, so I had to bring him into this video too. The workout that I chose from Gabo's channel was different from the rest because it focused on all types of upper body pull movements. Gabo didn't actually have any workouts exclusive to pull-ups or increasing your max reps, but that's fine because I thought this would be an interesting angle to test out. Because who knows, maybe increasing your entire upper body pull strength might help more than just doing pull-ups. It's certainly more variation in the very least. And variation it had. So much so that I was a little bit worried that the total volume of work would totally destroy me. It's a lot. Way more volume than Austin's workouts, and I thought those were high volume at the time. Gabo's pretty realistic in the video in that he says that if you need to modify the reps or sets in the workout so that it fits you and your capabilities, then go for it. Which, thank goodness, because I definitely needed to modify it. For the first workout, I basically modified the volume by cutting it in half, with the goal being that by the end of the week, hopefully I'd be able to do the entire workout, the entire original volume of the workout. Baby steps, people. Even though the workout was pretty long, it was definitely a great workout for total pull strength. It switched up the grip, switched up the angle, differentiated between straight arm strength as well as bent arm strength, and included all the muscle groups needed for pulling.
There are so many planes that fly by here. Kind of cool, but very noisy.
By the third workout, I was able to do the entire thing without feeling absolutely exhausted by the end, so I was happy about that. Overall, I really liked the workout, but it did take a ton of time, which is understandable, right? I mean, it's a holistic upper body pull workout, so it's kind of a big thing. It also required more equipment than I had readily available, so I had to keep going back to the same calisthenics park because it had bars at varying heights. I couldn't just use a standard pull-up bar. Going into my third check-in, I was actually feeling really confident. I felt strong, I felt rested, I finally wasn't feeling sore all the stinking time, so I was ready to go. I thought for sure I was gonna get 7 pull-ups, one more greater than last time. However, when I started the pull-ups, I realized by the 4th one that this was gonna be difficult. It actually took me about 20 seconds longer to get to the same amount of pull-ups I did the week prior, and there was no way I was gonna get to 7. Same as the last 2 weeks, I couldn't even get a half an inch up before I totally crapped out. This was super surprising to me. Going into this check-in, I thought for sure I was gonna be able to do 7. Not just because I was feeling strong and rested, but because I've done 7 pull-ups before, and I figured it would be easier to regain strength that I already had versus gain it for the first time. But that wasn't the case. I'm not sure if it was because it was a fluke day or if Gabo's workout was just too diverse that I didn't get the strength gains that I actually needed, or maybe a little bit of both. Regardless, the results were definitely surprising for me. However, the silver lining to this is that by the end of the week, I actually got my first dead hang pullover.
Oh shit, nice.
Beforehand, I'd always get stuck after the pull-up trying to bring my hips to the bar. So I can see after doing Gabo's workout with the tuck lever negatives, for example, as well as the horizontal row type movements, how that could have benefited my dead hang pullover. Silver lining to my lack of pull-up progress. So when I filmed the Finding the Best Handstand video, I got quite a bit of feedback telling me I should have added Merrick to the mix. Well, I'm not gonna get that feedback this time. Just like how I was excited to train Gabo's workout, I was just as excited to try Merrick's simple workout to do more pull-ups, because it takes a different approach to training pull-ups that I hadn't tried before. The idea is progressive rest reduction, where you basically decrease your rest between sets over time and thereby increase your overall endurance for that exercise. For my first workout, I aimed for 3 sets of 4 with 90 seconds rest in between. For the first set I did 4, the second set I did 3, and the third set I did 2. So I definitely wasn't strong enough to maintain the same number of reps per each set, and each set definitely took longer than the last. A couple days later, I tried again, and I got 4 reps in the first set, 3 in the second set, and 3 in the third. So it was better than the first time, but still a bit of ways from being able to do 3 sets of 4. By the third workout, I was finally able to do 3 sets of 4. I only did this workout 3 times to keep it even among the other videos I was doing, but I definitely could have done it more. I could have even done it daily because it just wasn't very taxing and it didn't take that much time, so it was easy to fit in my schedule. Because the workout was so simple, it was really easy to see and feel improvement. Feeling the pull-ups for each set get faster over the course of the week, as well as of course the number of reps for each set increasing, definitely was really motivating. One thing that was beneficial about this workout is that I didn't have to rely on resistance bands. I didn't have to carry them around, I didn't have to set them up, I just didn't have to worry about them. And that was because my working set was of 4 bodyweight pull-ups. And if I couldn't do another rep, that was it. It's also worth noting that Tom had a lot of other videos related to pull-ups, like how to get past a plateau when doing pull-ups, how to increase the difficulty of your pull-ups without necessarily adding weight, and much more. I watched them all. Really great information, but this nugget of a video was the best. Going into my 4th check-in, I thought for sure my max reps would increase, since, according to Tom's video, I theoretically should have been able to increase my lactate threshold and my ability to buffer metabolites.
Lactate threshold has gone up, your ability to buffer and deal with metabolites has gone up.
And it did, if you count the last one. By the way, let me know in the comments what you count as a pull-up. I've always been told to count it if your chin is well above the bar, but a friend recently told me that if your body position changes at all, like if you raise your knees like I did on my last pull-up, then you shouldn't count it. So, curious what you think, let me know. Last up is Caroline Girvan. Now Caroline is a bit of a wild card for me because unlike the other pull-up gurus that I reviewed, she's not a well-known calisthenic athlete. Don't get me wrong, her whole body screams Shreddy Betty, but on YouTube at least, her workouts are more geared toward at-home workouts to get or stay in shape, not necessarily to gain your base or advanced level strength needed to do calisthenic skills, like front levers, human flag, and planche, which are my goals. But she's quickly become a very successful workout queen on YouTube, and I've been wanting to try one of her workouts. Her workout is a 15-minute follow-along video, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, with no talking, upbeat music, and a solid preview before each exercise. It was hands down the most polished looking video of the 4. And it was exhausting. Her stamina is way better than mine. I could not do 15 minutes of pull-ups without using resistance bands to help. We worked a lot of different grips, supinated, pronated, even mixed grip. I'm pretty sure she was the only one to call out using mixed grip for pull-ups, which was cool. However, I do think it was a little bit unbalanced and a little bit top-loaded. There were lots of holds at the top. She even says in the workout not to go all the way down to a dead hang, and I actually commented on that video asking why. She hasn't responded back yet. I figured that this kind of top-loaded pull-up workout might be better if you always get stuck at the top of the pull-up, rather this way, or in the middle. If that's the case, one could argue that it's not as helpful for me since I always get stuck at the very bottom of the pull-up. You might even say that I'm imbalanced in the opposite kind of way, that my scapula needs more training for the bottom part of the rep versus the top. But honestly, it's hard to say because I crap out at the very beginning of the next rep, so I never have enough strength to even test the top portion. And finally, we have our last check-in, the 5th and final check-in for the video. For this check-in, I was actually super surprised at how quickly those pull-ups moved. The first 6, I felt just flow. They went way faster than before, and I could definitely tell I've made a ton of progress this month. I was really happy with this check-in because I got almost 8. I'm pretty sure the 8th rep does not count, but it's so freaking close. And the first time that I actually didn't crap out at the very beginning of the rep and crapped out at the top, which is kind of funny because I thought at the end of Caroline Girvan's week that I'd be stronger at the top of the pull-up than at the bottom. But I guess it didn't work out that way. And now, having done an entire month of pull-up workouts, I can confidently say that Tom Merrick is the winner of this video with his fancy schmancy idea of progressive breast reduction. So big thank you to Tom for all your pull-up related info on your channel, and to all the people who told me I should have added you in my last video. Hello again! So there's actually another part to this video that I've just decided to take out and put into its own video. It's about the unexpected side effects of doing a boatload of pull-ups. So stay tuned for that, it's definitely some interesting stuff. I was originally going to add it at the end of this video, but this video is taking me so freaking long and I'm just I'm done. I'm ready to kick it out into the world, so you'll have to wait for next time. So stay tuned, it should be coming soon, and I'll see you then. Oh, and if you don't mind, please like, comment, and subscribe.